Okay, I thought we could start by going through slowly, without mridanga and kartals, this ābrahmā-stamba-paryantam song. We can go one line at a time, so you can just hear and repeat. Shall we try? So, nice. It's amazing. If you think about it, this comes out of the ground. Yeah. Madhuram Madhurebhyo Madhuram Madhurebhyo mańgalebhyo mańgalam mańgalebhyo mańgalam. Is it in that book? Okay, that's nice. Madhuram Madhurebhyo Madhuram Madhurebhyo mańgalebhyo mańgalam mańgalebhyo mańgalam pāvanam pāvanebhyo pāvanam pāvanebhyo harer nāmaiva kevalam harer nāmaiva kevalam. It may not be in that book. ābrahmā-stamba-paryantam ābrahmā-stamba-paryantam. Again, ābrahmā-stamba-paryantam Stamba-paryantam sarvam māyā-mayam jagat sarvam māyā-mayam jagat satyam satyam punah satyam 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 punah satyam 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 punah satyam harer nāmaiva kevalam harer nāmaiva kevalam harer nāmaiva kevalam sa guruh sa pitā cāpi 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 sa mātā bandhavo mātā bandhavo sa mātā bandhavo bandhavo śiks ayec sadā smartum śiks ayec sadā smartum śiks ayec sadā smartum, sadā smartum, harinam eva kevalam, harinam eva kevalam, harinama eva kevalam, nishvase nahi vishvasa, nishvase nahi vishvasa, nishvase nahi vishvasa, vishvasa, kada rudho bhavishyati, kada bhavishyati, kada rudho bhavishyati, kirtaniya madhubalya, kirtaniya madhubalya, kirtaniya madhubala, harinam eva kevalam, harinam eva kevalam, harinam, harinam, harinam eva kevalam, kalu nastyeva 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 gatiranyata, kalu nastyeva 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 gatiranyata, nastyeva gatiranyata, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Haribo, 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 Gaur Haribo Ni. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Gaur Haribo Ni. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsingadeva ki jai, Simhachalam Dhamma ki jai, Gaur Premanande. Okay. I was told that Bhagavad-gita was completed, but okay, we're reading a nice verse. Why not? Always repeat. Hare Krishna. Right, let's see. First question is going to be, how are we with English language? Except for Kishore Kunda. Übersetzung. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Everyone is well, I hope. Am I right that the arti begins at 6:30? Is that so? Okay. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tata Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavad-gita. Bhagavad-gita as it is, translation and commentary by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. And we're reading verse 69, is that right? From chapter 18. Nachatasman manusheshu. Feel free to put some energy into it. And also feel free to come closer this way. I don't bite. Usually I don't bite. Nachatasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritama kaschin me priyakritama bhavita nachame tasmat bhavita nachame tasmat anya priyataro bhuvi anya priyataro bhuvi nachatasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritama bhavita nachame tasmat anya priyataro bhuvi. nachatasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritamaha bhavitan chamitasmat anya priyataro bhuvi. Okay. What's it all mean? Na, never. Cha, and. Tasmat, than him. Manushyeshu, among men. I think that means among men and women, but it kind of goes as it is. Yeah. Kaschit, anyone, may, to me, priyakritama, more dear, bhavita, will become, na, nor, cha, and, me, to me, tasmat, than him, anya, another, priyatara, dearer, bhuvi, in this world. Translation, and there's no purport to this verse. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. It's a kind of continuation of the previous verse, so let's read that also, the translation. For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. And then, there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. So these are Krishna's words practically at the end of the Bhagavad-gita. And he's giving encouraging words. And we could say he's also, it's a kind of invitation, isn't it? Inviting us to share what Krishna has spoken to Arjuna, not just to leave it between Krishna and Arjuna. A few times in the Gita, it's all of this is referred to as guhya, as secret, or as hidden or confidential. The word guha can mean like a cave, a place where you hide. So here it says guhya, to be, it's a kind of gerundive, to be hidden. And it's something that is not for everyone. That would be the implication. It's not for everyone. So it's interesting because there's a kind of inbuilt, you could say, creative tension. What Krishna is speaking, he said also in the beginning of chapter 9, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram idam uttamam. Right? Rajaguhyam. Same word, but here it's paramam guhyam. Rajaguhyam means, you could say, king, royal secret, but it can also mean secret for royals. Secret for royalty. But here, paramaguhyam, it's kind of pretty clear. It's the highest secret. Paramam guhyam. But here's the interesting thing. It's supreme secret and madbhakteshu abhidasyati. It's can be shared, abhidasyati, madbhakteshu, among the devotees, among my devotees. What did Krishna say to Arjuna in the third verse of the 4th chapter? Anybody up on their 4th chapter study lately? Sa evaya mayate yoga prokta puratana bhakto si me sakha cha iti rahasyam hi etad uttama. Says, I'm telling you this, Arjuna. Why you? Arjuna might kind of feel like, gosh, why are you telling me this? He's explaining why. Because you are my bhakta and you are my friend. Bhakto si, you are my bhakta. Sakha cha asi. It's implied a second time, asi, but the asi works, it does double service. You are bhakto si me sakha cheti rahasyam uttamam. So, madbhakteshu, this is just the plural in the locative form. That means among the bhaktas, among the devotees, abhidasyati. So like that. But here's the point: if it's a secret, it's to be shared among the devotees. And then what happens? Srila Prabhupada translates in English, gives commentary, and we print the book not only in English, also in, I don't know how many languages now, a lot of languages around the world, probably more than 50, I don't know. A lot of languages, and they get printed in huge numbers, and then we distribute them everywhere. So it's a secret, it's for the devotees, but we give it out to everyone. How to understand Quixote, what's going on. And nacha tasman, this is the verse we're reading, manusheshu. Again, this is locative plural. Manusha is human being, manusheshu, among human beings. Kaschit is one of these, I don't know, there's probably a technical term, but it's composed of the question word kaha, and the answer is chit. So ka is the question word who. It can also be kaschana, kinchana, kaschana, and ka, who, and the answer is chin, somebody, someone. So kaschit means someone. But na kaschit means not anyone. And you may say, but the na is on the first line. It's not next to kas, right? It's, how are they related? Well, that's Sanskrit for you. It makes for some of the challenges of reading, translating, is the words can be all mixed up. And you have to work out what's called the syntax, how they relate to each other. Anyway, so na kaschit me priya kritama. There's nobody. Now this tama, you may think, oh, isn't that, there's tamaguna, right? Is this something to do with tamaguna? No. There's, you take a word and you make it something more than something else, comparative, and then you make it ultimate. So krit means done, kritama means perfectly done, and kritara, we have the word priyatara. That's the comparative, and tama is it's the best. So purushottama means the supreme, uttama, purusha, the topmost purusha. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm giving you a whole Sanskrit lesson. You didn't want that this evening, thing. Okay, the point is, Krishna is being reassuring, and he's inviting. And the reassurance is, he's saying there's no one more dear to me than someone who shares this knowledge. Now, and we can say, yes, but he says amongst the devotees. So how is it we're giving it to everyone? Well, we're expecting that everyone become devotees. That's, I think, the idea. And, people sooner or later, they may take it, isn't it? And so the mission that we have following Srila Prabhupada is very much a mission of hope. You might say hope against hope, which is one of the aspects of devotional service on the high level of bhava. There's bhava and then there's prema. So on the level of bhava, ashabandha, bound by hope. It's like we can't help it but hope. What are we hoping? We're hoping others will we had a slang word in English, will grok. They will comprehend. They will get it. I think it's also therefore significant that Srila Prabhupada so much emphasized Bhagavad-gita. His spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, I think it could be said, he was mainly emphasizing Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur wrote a Bengali commentary to the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And of course, Srila Prabhupada translated it and wrote his commentary. Much of his commentary is simply translation of Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's commentary, sometimes adding something. But Srila Prabhupada translated Bhagavad-gita and pushed distribution and teaching. If you listen to his lectures, not just in the West, but when he went back to India, he gave so many lectures on Bhagavad-gita, very strong lectures, just very forceful lectures. Especially he would lecture in India on chapters 7, verse 1. How does this verse start? Māyā-mayam. Oh, you're here. Say again. Very good. Yeah. He would, Prabhupada he liked to lecture on that verse a lot. I don't know how many times he did, many times, as a kind of way of almost demanding people to listen, because the verse ends, tat shrinu. Shrinu means listen. It's in the imperative form. Māyā-mayam, with your mind asakta, attached. Attached to what? Mayi, in me. Be attached in me. Māyā-asaktamana. Yogam yunjan, engaged in yoga. Asangshayang, there's no doubt. Samagram, complete. Yatag yasasi tat shrinu. If you hear this, you will understand what's going on. What is this truth? Yeah, so those are a few thoughts about the mission. We may also want to think about Srila Prabhupada's self-description. I believe he composed his own second pranam mantra. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Paschatya Desha Tarine. What is a Paschatya Desha? Huh? No. Paschatya Desha. Yes. Literally Western land, right? Yes. And what is a tarin? Tarine is just the dative case, but what is a tarin? What's a tarin? Yes, one who delivers. So, Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani. What's Gauravani? Instructions, yes. The words, and you can say the instructions of Gaura. And what's a pracharin? Yeah, it's a person who preaches. So like a tarin, a pracharin. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini. And then Balaram Pran, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. Yes. Nirvishesha is without vishesha, without particularity, without variegatedness, literally. And Prabhupada would translate it as impersonalism. And shunya, what does shunya mean? Empty. Yeah, shunya means empty. And what's a vadin? Huh? It's someone, but not one who follows, but rather one who speaks, one who promotes, one who represents a doctrine, a vada. In Indian philosophy, darshanas are like different vada. They're called vadas. They're different doctrinal positions of vada. So a vadin is someone who adheres to a certain vada and promotes it. Yeah. Okay. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirasesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini. Now let's think about a little bit this word, the English word impersonalism. What kind of idea comes to your mind when you think of impersonalism? Okay. Yeah. Merging into Brahman. Okay. Yeah. Lack of personal relationship. Okay. What's personal? It's the opposite of impersonal. Okay. You go in a circle. Okay. What is that? Having preferences, perhaps? Okay. Anything else? Karuna Haladar, you're thinking. We often, we often say we are personalists. Are we really? Are we personal personalists? Or are we impersonal personalists? Sometimes the second one. We're thinking we're very much personalists, but we might be acting like impersonalists, right? I remember years ago, the late Sridhar Maharaj was telling how he visited some yoga ashram in New York City, which was, in terms of philosophy, they were following some quote-unquote impersonal path. And therefore he was amazed and shocked and really just struck by how personal they were, the people there. These people are so much more personal than we are. He thought, how come? Maybe it's because we tend to sort of put up as our official position, yes, we are personalists, and therefore we don't have to be so personal because it's all taken care of in our philosophy. Or collectively we're personal, but individually we're kind of impersonal. Even though we're individuals, meaning that's what a person is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sometimes thinking about this. What do we really mean by personalism? And what is it that we can bring? What can we actually offer as ourselves, as persons, to others to kind of open up that that sense of how important it is, why it's important that we understand also in an ultimate sense that we are a person. I guess the point is, it kind of really starts with our ordinary dealings, isn't it? So-called ordinary dealings. Ordinary dealings can become extraordinary if we so desire. And on that note, I've been reminded that today is the appearance day of the late Kadamba Swami Maharaj. Am I right? Today. Yeah. So I think it's nice to remember his personalism, his personal ways. And I was just reading a couple of days ago, or 3, from his very nice collection of instructions he gave to his disciples. Some of you may know this little book called Forever Present. Yeah, wonderful. You know this book? I recommend let everyone learn from this book. You have it? Not sure. If you had his book, you would be sure. Hey, anyway, one thing I just remembered that kind of stuck with me, that struck me, he's speaking about how we each have a unique contribution to make to the mission. And he says about himself that when he shifted from thinking, initially he was saying, I was thinking how to live a Krishna conscious life. That sounds good. Good thing to be thinking, yes. But he said when he was thinking like that, or he's kind of suggesting, when he was thinking like that, how to lead a Krishna conscious life, it was very difficult. How indeed to lead a Krishna. But then he shifted at some point. Instead of thinking how to lead a Krishna conscious life, he was thinking, do you want to know what he was thinking? He was thinking, what can I contribute to the Krishna consciousness movement? And that kind of changed everything. It completely shifted his thinking. And then everything became very easy. Everything became clear. I just have to contribute whatever I can. My what is it? Pranayar artayar diya bacha shreya acharanam sada. My life, my wealth, my intelligence, and my words. So thinking like that, it can really shift it can make everything nice. It can make it us successful. Another thing that I like to remember, I don't know if he mentions in this book, but the graphic example he gives for managing our lives and keeping everything that we need to do going is the example of juggling. You have 3, batons. We've all seen jugglers. They make it all look so easy, right? And it is easy if you have only 2 things. It's pretty easy. But add 1. You have 3 things, and then, you keep dropping. After a while, you can learn. That's So what are the 3 things which he is speaking about here? One is the practical management of your life, your physical, mental, social, economic, everything you need to do to make life reasonably manageable in the world. That's one of the 3 batons that you have to kind of keep in the air. The second one is our sadhana. We all practice. What do we practice? Sadhana bhakti, right? Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, raga nuga sadhana bhakti, whatever it is, it's sadhana, which is aiming toward a what? A sadya. Something, some goal, sadya. So that's the second one. All right, we have 2, we have to keep them going. Now there's a third one. What's the third? The third one is the mission. There's a mission. And I heard this recently, I didn't know this, that His Holiness Kadamba Kanana Maharaj is literally his last word before he left, with his last breath, was the word mission. Is that right? Yeah. That was on his mind. There's a mission. So now we have 3 balls. And his point is, you have to keep them all 3 going. And how to do that? It's a skill. It's something we have to practice. It's the tendency may be there to say, well, I can't really keep them all in the air, so I'm going to have to drop one of them. Well, I'm not going to drop maintaining my body. All right, so should I drop the sadhana or the mission? Maybe I should drop the mission, because sadhana, okay, I can chant Hare Krishna and offer my food and, maybe read something now and then. All right, I can do that. Okay, I have 2. But of course, what happens if you drop the mission ball? At one point, you're going to be wondering, why am I doing this sadhana? Isn't it? Why all this? I look around, I see everyone else. Nobody is doing this sadhana thing. So actually, just forget that. And then I just have 1 ball to hold, and I'm going to really hold on to that. And then it's back to mundane life. But some devotees may, say, no, it's all about mission, and they'll fully embrace the mission, and maybe also have intense sadhana, and they'll forget about maintaining themselves. And then what happens? They get sick, and then they become dysfunctional, and they can't do. I had one very nice godbrother, Tribhuvana. in the UK. I think he was from Ireland originally. And he was like a non-stop blazing fire of preaching. He just really completely neglected his health, and as a result, he got some condition. I don't know. I think it was some sort of cancer. He completely neglected himself, and so at a quite young age, I think he was in his 40s, he left. That's not so ideal. I mean, maybe it was good for him. Back home, back to Godhead as soon as possible. I don't know. But for most of us ordinary souls, we want to maintain ourselves, maintaining physically and emotionally and socially and everything, having nice relations. Hare Krishna. On that note, you're just in time, Vedasar. Back from the mission. I think we have 3 minutes if anyone has a comment or a question. We have this fantastic digital clock that tells us exactly also how many decibels we're making sound. Yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Gurudev, for the wonderful class. My question is more for the beginning. You explained that we distribute the books, we distribute this knowledge, but it's actually written, it's for us internally. And please, may you can speak some words to this topic, that also there in the 10 offense is also described that when we teach somebody the holy name or instruct when he don't like, then it's an offense. May you can please add something to it.
Yeah, there's a bit of gray area, I would say. In a sense, what we're doing by preaching, just going out and sharing, we're taking a risk. In one sense, what we're doing shouldn't really be done. And that's why many people in India, they will say, I am Hindu, and Hindu means we don't preach. If you're not born as a Hindu, then good luck, maybe next life. But that's not Lord Chaitanya's movement. Pritiviteya chejata nagaradigram sarvatra prachar hoive mornam. That kind of summarizes the mission of Chaitanya. Pritivite means on the earth. It doesn't mean only India or only Hindus or whatever. Pritivite ache jata nagara adi, towns and villages and whatever else, places. We used to distribute books years ago in Denmark. We would get dropped off in a little village that had maybe 10 houses. Yeah, go door to door, and they would open the door. Yes, what do you want? And then we'd be finished with one village, and there would be nothing out there but fields. What to do now? Preach to the cows. And then they would come and pick us up after some time. We went all over that way. So it's a kind of a risk, I would say. But we do it under the shelter, we can say. We do it under we're risking and we're sheltered. And how we're sheltered? Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada Ladadayine. Like that. on that note, thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Sri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsimhadeva ki jai. Gaur Premanande.